Hi there, welcome to Lovebirds Love Tarot, where I interpret the cards to provide insight into your life. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're here, I believe you're meant to be here, so take what resonates and discard the rest. Alrighty, so the first cards that we have out here are the Empress, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. With this Empress card here and this Queen of Wands here, it's telling me that you're very you're very strong. You're very much so in your power, and you are becoming even stronger, even more powerful. When it comes to love, I'm hearing that there's some kind of gate opening. Also, I'm hearing that you are the gatekeeper. Not sure yet what that means, but we may come back to that, or maybe it resonates with you somehow. I'm seeing a lot of confidence with this Queen of Wands, and I'm seeing a very nurturing person. Very nurturing, very kind, very delicate, very feminine, divine, magnetic. With this Ten of Wands, though, I see that you've been carrying a lot. You've been carrying a lot. And I think that now you're in the process of relieving. I'm hearing both of those words. You're in the process of releasing something very, very heavy. Also, it could be very painful as well. It's like that's being released from your energetic body. You may have been doing some kind of energetic work or emotional work, journaling, shadow work, meditation, prayer. I feel like you could have been doing some kind of practice to help you move through a difficult time. And I'm seeing that it's starting to show, like you're starting to see results. Either that, like you're starting to feel a difference, or people are starting to notice a difference in you. When it comes to love, it's like you're magnetizing yourself. You may not even be trying to do this. You're glowing. You're becoming brighter. You're becoming joyful, happier. Yeah, it feels like you're not trying to. It feels like you're not trying to attract love into your life, but you're doing it anyways. It's just a natural. It's very natural for you. I think all along you've always been a very beautiful person on the inside and on the outside. Very nurturing, very caring, and empathetic, compassionate. And it looks like you're starting to see it within yourself. Like it feels like there's a part of you that was hidden to yourself that is becoming more clear. Like you're starting to love yourself a little bit more. Let's get some. I feel like there's a specific person who wants to enter your life. Let's get more information. Let's see what's going on. Okay, tell me about this person's love interest. Death. There's a transformation that's happening. There's a huge transformation. There's also a rebirth of something. And I see something growing. Some kind of beautiful, something is blossoming. Something is blossoming for you. It's because you've been through this darkness. You've released it. Something new is growing. It feels very, it feels pure. It feels clean. It feels like a fresh new start. I feel like someone new is coming into your life to love you properly, to love you in a way that you've never been loved before. And if it's someone from the past, their energy is new, their energy is different, but so is yours. I'm also getting that you could be mirroring each other. There's I'm seeing you could be mirroring a past person or a person who you haven't met yet. Whoever this person is that's coming into your life, I feel like you two are going through the same process currently. So when you come together, you'll completely understand the depth of who you are to each other, or who you are on an individual level basis. I haven't been reading my cards reverse lately, but I feel like there's something significant to this card, this world card being reversed here. Sorry, excuse me. It feels like I'm getting a past person, like there's unfinished business. This person that I was just talking about could be someone from the past. Maybe this person created some sort of hardship or some kind of struggle, because I'm being directed back to this 10 of Wands card here. I'm seeing a relationship that maybe you carried on your own. But with this Death card here, there's some kind of transformation that's happening. Someone may be circling back around with a whole new attitude, a whole new perspective, a completely new mindset about you and being in a relationship with you. This Four of Wands is confirmation. This is celebration. This could be a wedding. This is happiness, joy. Look at these two people just dancing here together. So also with this 4 here, there's stability. You've created and manifested stability in your life. I think before it doesn't look like you had that. You've always been a very beautiful person. You've always been very bright and shiny. But something tells me that you may not have seen that in yourself. Others may have seen that in you. I'm also hearing others may have taken advantage of you because of this beauty, this inner beauty, this outer beauty, this glowing light that's like just illuminating and radiating from you. I'm seeing that there were people who tried to steal your energy or take advantage of this energy. Like they didn't cherish this treasure the way that it needed to be treasured. They didn't value you in the way that you deserved. For some reason they were like blinded by the beauty. It's weird. It just feels like they see your beauty, they saw your beauty, but there was some kind of there's selfishness that's coming through. This person was very selfish. It's like they wanted it for themselves, or they didn't. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like it makes sense. It just feels like they saw this beauty, they wanted it for themselves, but they didn't value it. Let's see, why did they not value this? Like, it's not making any sense. 7 of Swords. They were lied to, or 7 of Swords. They were very sneaky. There's some kind of deception here. They were deceived. It looks like they were, how do you say, very guarded. They did not trust. I think they felt like you were too good to be true, so they didn't trust the situation. And in the back of their mind, like they knew that you were a gem, but they couldn't process it, or they couldn't believe that it's like you were too good for them, too good to be true. So they felt like they couldn't trust something. Let's get more information. Okay, what's going on here? Wheel of Fortune. I'm seeing that they were hurt in the past, some kind of cycle that kept repeating, and this had an effect on your relationship. Maybe they dated someone who was similar to you somehow, same characteristics or features or something that was the same. So it's like they projected that onto you. They felt like they couldn't trust it because they were hurt in the past. Let's see what else. The Hermit. You were too bright for them. Like how this light is shining here. I'm also seeing that they were afraid of your light, but it feels like subconsciously or internally, they may have been afraid of your light. I'm also seeing some sort of internal. I feel like this energy is more your energy, this Hermit card. So you could be introverted. You could be. I feel like you're very spiritual. I think you trust your inner guidance system. You're connected to your like your insides, your internal, your higher self, your inner light. You're connected to that. That person saw it, but it's almost like how this, you see how this person is like covering up? It's almost like they're trying to protect themselves from the light. It's almost like what I'm seeing is like a demon who is afraid of like angelic energy because they know that against this angelic energy here that I'm seeing, they don't stand a chance. I want to know more about this deception energy, family. There's some kind of deception surrounding family. I also hear when the Seven of Swords first came out, I was getting that they were lied to and that affected your relationship. Someone lied to them about you, possibly. If not a flat out direct lie, it could have been just some kind of negative influence. So this outside influence that affected this person, it caused them to be distrustful towards you, towards your beauty, towards your light. They couldn't actually see it. They saw the surface, like they saw the skin, they saw your surface beauty, your appearance, but they couldn't see your entire potential because they couldn't see your light. They were hiding from it, or they were afraid of it, essentially. Hopefully this is making some sense to you. Hopefully you're getting what you need from this message. I know a lot of times it is scattered, but hopefully you are picking up the messages that are meant for you. All right, let's see what else you need to know. Okay, you're definitely receiving some communication about the truth of something. I feel like this person will communicate with you because they're no longer living in fantasy land. They're no longer lying to themselves. Some truth will be made known to them. So whatever like deceived them, or whoever lied to them, or whoever negatively influenced them, the light will something will be brought to light. They're going to see the truth, and they're going to see the truth of who you truly are. They're going to see the truth of you were always this empress. You were always this feminine goddess. You were always the queen, you know? You were always worthy What else did I want to point out? You're always meant for more, especially with this 10 of Cups here. I feel like there's more that wants to come through for this reading. Upright, I'm hearing Page of Pentacles. There's a romantic interest definitely moving towards you and wants to offer you something tangible. So there's this energy moving towards you. This could be this past person who wants to offer you a gift, wants to offer you an apology with a gift. This could be a new person wanting to ask you out on a date. It could be both. It could be, I'm also getting, it could be some kind of success for you as a result of you learning to love yourself. Like you're being rewarded, essentially. You're being rewarded by the universe for diving into deep self-love, embarking on this self-love journey, embracing your true light, understanding your potential, and not allowing anyone else to take that away from you. You're not allowing anyone to take that away from you. Let's get one more card to end this reading. What else does this collective need to know regarding this story? What else do they need to know regarding this story? King of Swords. I'm seeing you have the upper hand. I'm seeing you having control. There's strength in your verbal communication. So I'm seeing there's some kind of power in how you're going to communicate. You're going to be very direct and clear about something. It could be your emotions, what you want in life, what you want in a relationship. You're going to be clear with yourself, and you're also going to be clear with whatever this is that's coming towards you. Maybe in the past you weren't direct. Maybe in the past you kind of kept to yourself when it came to emotions. Maybe you didn't. Maybe that's where this 10 of Wands is coming in. Maybe that's why it was a struggle here. Maybe, I don't know, something about being in your feminine energy, feminine power. You may not have been very direct about what you wanted, but now you are. You're very strong. Also, the person that's coming into your life, they're going to be direct with you as well. There's not going to be any kind of confusion. They're going to be very intentional with what they want with you, and it's going to be the truth. They could be an Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. They're going to be very loyal, and what they say, they will mean it. It's okay to trust this person. This person will be very masculine, very straightforward. They're going to tell you what they want with you. They're not going to leave you like in the dark. They're not going to leave you guessing or wondering where you stand with this person. They're going to want you to know, and they're going to want to be very clear with you. So this could be completely different from what you've ever experienced in the past. So like I said, this could be a completely new person, or this could be someone who has changed and they've learned how significant you are to their life, how valuable you are to their life, and they want to make sure that they don't like mess it up again, essentially. So it's going to be completely up to you who comes into your life. Whoever you're open to will be this new energy that comes in. You just have to open your heart up to this energy and let the universe know, essentially, who you're open to and for what reason, for why, and let the universe know that you're ready for this. And that's what you'll get. You'll get the love that you deserve. hopefully this reading resonated with you in a positive way. Hopefully, yeah, that hopefully you've gotten something from this, or that you got what you needed. If so, you can hit the like button, you can comment down below, you can subscribe for more. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate you, and I cannot wait to see you again in the next one. So until then, take care. Thank you. Bye bye.